Hey, welcome to another video. Today I'm hanging out on the weekend, trying to learn new things, figure out things, and so that thing is ShareHound. I had a bit of trouble installing it and running it, so I figured others would too. So that's what this video is about. So let's get into it. So here's the ShareHound GitHub, and obviously before that you would need to install Bloodhound. You'd go over here to the SpecterOps page for Community Edition Quick Start. You would make sure you have Docker installed, 8 gigs of RAM at least, and then it's pretty easy on Debian. So it's just this Linux command. Go ahead and grab the CLI, you unpack it, and then you run it. And then eventually you'll get to this part. As you can see, I've already done a few things. So cool. So eventually we'll file ingest. So back to the ShareHound. So I was trying to figure out how do we install this. So we go to the Go area and then we go to the README and pretty much it's hey, git clone that, cd into it, and then we're gonna go ahead and build out the ShareHound binary. So let's go ahead and minimize this-ish, pull this up. So I already did the whole git clone command. So that's where we're at here. If you wanted to see that in action, this is what it looks like. Git clone and then ShareHound. Then we have everything out of there. I'm going to look over on the right for my notes, just so it's helpful and I stay on track. So I did not have Go. So the next thing I had to do is sudo apt install gcc go-go and then sudo apt install golang-go. So did those things. Cool. Then also, if you have to do sudo apt and apt update, it's probably a good idea. Just so you have everything. Then basically I cd'd into the Go directory. Here we are. As you can see, I already have a ShareHound, but what we'll do is we'll build it. So back to here, that's the build command. So you would copy it, paste it in there, and it would build it out for you. Cool. Cancel that. All right. So the next thing I want to do is make sure that my environment was set up. So I do have an AD. It is using Ludus. Specifically, it's using the game of Active Directory under Environments Guide. And I specifically know the IP address and I know some vulnerabilities. So with that in mind, I go over here and I would paste in using netexec, a network exploitation tool. So I already know that my specific environment is in this .19 area. And I'm just going to do everything in that subnet. So let's just do shares. Aha, as we can see, 23. Geez, that's really big. Let's make that smaller. Oh yeah, really big. Well, doesn't really matter. So we have shares. This one has read and it looks like write. Can I make this smaller? So if I try this again, I guess it's a little better, but not too much. Oh, jeez. Bear with me. Let's see here. I don't think I even know how to change the font. No, that's the opposite of what I want to do. Jeez. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, that's probably better. All right, so let's run it again. Okay, that's decent. So we do see we have read write on .23 and .22. Cool. So I know that I can access that environment and we're up and going. So that's cool. That's good to know. And so specifically, I wanted to figure out if I could find the guest with no password. This wasn't in the documentation originally, so that's not a big deal. You use whatever user, right? So you could use local user, which is Ludus's default username, and you can use password for Ludus user as well, as that's the default name. But here we're going to test out this whole guest thing, and we're going to target 23 because we know 23 has it. So I'll run that. And it looks like it got 4 nodes, 65 edges. It's got some shares. Cool. So ls OpenGraph. There's our OpenGraph. Let me clear, get to the top. We'll do unzip OpenGraph, ls. Then we'll notice we have this OpenGraph JSON. So that is where we take this to Bloodhound. Bloodhound's right here. We'll open it up. We'll upload the file. There's the OpenGraph zip, but we want the JSON. So we do that. We upload. 100% close. However, it's analyzing. So that might take a little bit. Oh, partially failed. What? Hang on. Let me just explore. And I do have a Cypher query. Let me, because I had to do some adjustments to it. It was for a full write, but I wanted just read. So pretty much all I did is I moved anything that says read here. It actually said write. I just moved it to read. So run that. Hey, there we go. Cool. So this shows you, or shows us rather. Oh geez, this is off the screen. Shows us that we have the all share here that has all these canned writes. All right, so cool. Well, that proves that if I had a guest account that had read access on a share, that we could find it with ShareHound. And this showed us pretty much how to install it and run it. So cool. There are other, oh, let me go out. Other queries. Well, there's the Bloodhound has like a whole library actually. You could use that probably, but there are specific, actually could not. My bad. This is specific to ShareHound. I retract that. I don't know why this is loading super short. Look at that. It's like taking forever. Super weird. Huh. Well, if we go back here, I guess good thing I had another one. You can find these quick start ciphers. So you can do full control access, so forth and so on. So cool. I think that's it. This is the end of the video. I hope this helps someone. See you later.